Hello, just give me a quick minute. Can everyone hear me? Type in the chat if you guys can hear me. I'm just going to wait for some more people to come in. And then we will get started. Hello, Jacob. Good to see you. Okay. First, I'm going to show my intro video. Just 1 minute. Trying to find it. Hopefully I didn't lose it. Just 1 minute. There we go. I found it. Okay. Let me know when you guys can see it.
Hi, DJ's True Crime 2026. Turn the lights down low, let the darkness mix. Midnight whispers on an old back road. Every secret's got a story untold. Cold case files and a smoking gun. Truth runs deep where the shadows run. Footsteps echo in an empty hall. Somebody's watching from behind the wall. Red string tied to a photograph. Broken clocks in a shattered past. Every clue's just one more fix. Welcome to 2026. DJ's True Crime 2026. Twisted tales and dangerous tricks. Every lie's got a heavy price. Roll the tape, let's roll the dice. Heartbeat racing, ticking ticks. Truth cuts deep like sharpened sticks. If you're brave, come take your fix. DJ's True Crime 2026. Headlines screaming in black and white. City sirens in the dead of night. Coffee cold on a cluttered desk. One more name on the suspect list. Footprints fade in the falling rain. Every witness recalls the same. A fleeting face, a shadowed mix. Another mystery in 26. Maps on the wall with pins stuck in. Where do we start and where's it end? Truth don't sleep and neither do I. Chasing ghosts that never die. DJ's True Crime 2026. Secrets buried in the politics. Truth is sharper than it looks. Hidden deep between the books. Turn it up, let the story stick. Every twist hits hard and quick. Stay tuned for the final fix. DJ's True Crime 2026. 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 Sweet boy Sebastian, where are you? The stars stayed up all night waiting too. The next morning your mama came up. You weren't there, your room was empty. Sweet boy Sebastian, where'd you go? Your room was still left the same as it was. The whole world has been searching, but there was no evidence of where you went. The wind whistles softly in the night and morning. It hums your name and hums the song of I and the tiger. It's so quiet without your laughter and smile. Life gets harder and harder every day. Sweet boy Sebastian, where have you gone? Everyone has searched through forests and water and near your house with no sighting or scent. If you're hiding, come out and come back. Sebastian, your dad is worried, and so is the whole wide world. Sebastian, where are you? Please show us signs wherever you may be. We are your army, sweet boy Sebastian, so please come home. So please come home.
Well, that's the intro video. I'm going to do some editing on it to make it more visible. A lot of the other pictures more visible, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to share some more videos. So this is a video. So who was Sebastian with before he went missing? Well, he was last seen by his mom and his stepdad, Christopher Proudfoot, which we use initials in chat, which is CP for Christopher Proudfoot and KP for Katie Proudfoot. So he was last seen by them. He had went to Costco a couple days before, and then something about an aunt and a niece. I have to look more into that. And then also he went to Texas Roadhouse as well, and to Strike's entertainment center and bowling for his and bowling as well. So I'm going to get this started. This is where he went. This is where he was last seen before the night before he went missing.
It's February 25th, 2024, at a Texas roadhouse in Tennessee. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, full of promise, sits with his mother, Katie Proudfoot. This is the last time we catch him on camera. At 6:11 p.m., Sebastian heads to the restroom. Notice his walk, hands tucked in his pockets.
Just a minute, you guys. I have to put myself on mute. You guys, I will be right back. I have to go get my supper. Just hang tight. I am back. Okay. So here's the video. There's no sound in some of this video, so just keep. This is the last whereabouts where he was seen with his mom.
By 6:15 p.m., he's back at the table, hands still in pockets, stepping his way. Hours later, everything would change. That night, Sebastian vanished from his small Tennessee town. A local story exploded into a national mission. This footage, his hands, his step, is the last we have of him over a year later.
And remember, everyone, this was at Texas Roadhouse in Hendersonville. In Hendersonville, Texas.
We're still fighting to find Sebastian. At Night urges the public to engage responsibly and actively in the search for Sebastian through the following actions. For credible, first-hand information, contact Sumner County Sheriff's Office, 615-451-3838, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Tips to TBI at tbi.tn.gov. Tips.fbi.gov.
Oh,
Reach out to At Night and Dog.
sorry, people, I got it wrong. It wasn't Texas, it was Hendersonville, Tennessee. Thank you, Jinxie.
The Bounty Hunter directly at 844-922-3236. Call or text, or via email at mostwanted@manhunts.one. At Night emphasizes that only first-hand, credible information should be reported to law enforcement to prevent overwhelming their lines and depleting their resources. The public is urged to refrain from submitting second-hand theories, social media speculation, or fragmented analysis, as these can hinder investigative efforts.
And Sebastian is sitting there. He's being respectful. He's not doing... He's sitting there very nicely at the table. And he kind of looks shy in a way as well. So that's another thing that I want you guys to be aware of. In my opinion, I think he knows that something is up. But I could be wrong.
If you've seen that walk, that step, anything at all, call now. For Sebastian, for his family, for justice.
Meanwhile, the search in Sumner County for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers enters another critical day. Thousands of miles have been covered, but there's still no sign of the teenager. News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell has been following this developing story all week and brings us the latest.
Agencies and search crews across the volunteer state are right here in Hendersonville trying to locate Sebastian Rogers. And they're still asking the community to check their surveillance video to see if they see anything suspicious.
It's just like unbelievable. You would never think that, he'd be missing, and especially for as long as he's been missing.
6 days and still no sign of Sebastian Rogers. Search crews have walked thousands of miles this week looking for him.
We're just going to walk straight up to him.
They've used specialized technology and sent trained dogs to help navigate the rural terrain.
It's just been a lot of search and rescue all over the property.
The Sumner County Sheriff's Office wants people to review footage from their security and trail cameras, focusing on the time frame from Sunday afternoon through Monday morning. asking people to look for any movements, vehicles, or people.
Like, they came and knocked on our door and was like, hey, we're going to be searching this property. You have ponds. This.
Brooke Clark lives near Long Hollow Pike, the area where Sebastian was last seen. The sheriff's office has told her and others in the area to look in their sheds, garages, under tarps and dense brush. Any place a child might seek shelter or could become trapped.
A lot of places you could hide. I mean, we've searched the barns. I went around saying his name.
Clark says everyone in the community is worried.
We have a strong community. I just really hope that they find him safe.
Everyone hopes answers come soon.
Just praying.
In Hendersonville, Aaron Cantrell, News Channel 5.
Aaron, thank you. And if you have any video to share with the sheriff's office, you can upload it directly to them. We have information on how to do that at newschannel5.com. If you see Sebastian or you have any information about his disappearance, call police.
So that's the night before he went missing. Just wait. Sorry. I just had something going on another tab. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was where he went a few days. That's where him and his mom went the day before he went missing. Now, what did he do the night before? So, the night before he went to Texas Roadhouse, and then he disappeared from Texas Roadhouse. Just for a minute. Now. Oh, here's something interesting. Mother speaks out 2 years after Sebastian Rogers goes missing. Let's watch this. Never seen this before. Yeah. I'm going to put this on. This is going to be interesting. Can one of my mods drop the link for WVLT8 in the chat? Jacob, if you're still in chat, any of my mods, if any of my mods are watching, please drop the WVLT8 news station link in the chat. And we're gonna watch this. Thank you. This seems very interesting. Computer. Sorry, my computer is being kind of slow. We're going to try loading this up again.
Disappeared.
Computer. Just a minute, I'm trying to get my computer to work. Sorry. Okay, let's try this again. Can you guys hear me now? We're going to try this again. So when did Sebastian Rogers go missing? Well, he went missing. The teen went missing on February 26, 2024, and hasn't been seen since Hendersonville, Tennessee. Nearly 2 years ago to the day, Sebastian Rogers went missing from his mother's home in Hendersonville. The teen with autism was just 15 years old at the time he disappeared. Now let's see if we can go back to the video. It's taking too long to load. Okay. Okay.
So, Kate,
Well, today sadly marks 2 years since Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his mother's home in Hendersonville. He was just 15 years old at the time. Still no sign of him to this day. Our Harry Sullivan joins us now. Harry, where does the investigation stand?
Well, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward.
The internet is very slow. Sorry about that.
Katie,
Today sadly marks 2 years since Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his mother's home in Hendersonville. He was just 15 years old at the time. Still no sign of him to this day. Our Harry Sullivan joins us now. Harry, where does the investigation stand?
Well, the FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for any information in the case. Sebastian's dad says the
See, this is what I hate.
search for Sebastian's
Since
gone as far as
Sebastian's
Ohio,
disappearance.
Kentucky.
No.
What feels different about this image?
From
You
the
guys,
jump,
sorry,
including the FBI. The search covered.
This is not working for some reason. No. What is going on? Oh my gosh. This is not working out too well. I'm going to try sharing my screen again. Everything freezes and stuff, so See, it's happening again. It's freezing. This is
So, Katie.
Well, today,
thank you
sadly,
for
marks
coming
2
to
years
talk
since
with me today.
Sebastian
Hopefully
Rogers
Sebastian
disappeared
back to the forefront.
from his mother's home.
It keeps on reloading. Just hang on, you guys.
In
Of its
Hendersonville.
minds.
He was just
So,
15
here we
years old
are.
at the time.
It's now
Still, no sign of him to this
years
day.
this
Our Harry
week
Sullivan joins us
since
now. Harry, where does the
Sebastian's
investigation
disappearance.
stand?
Well, the FBI is offering a
feels different
$50,000
about this
reward for any information in the
anniversary
case.
than the first?
Sebastian's dad says the
Well, first, I don't particularly consider it more of an anniversary because in my mind, an anniversary is
Okay.
something more.
That's how come it wasn't working. It kept on going to the first video when I wanted it at the second one. There we go. Here it is.
Something worth celebrating, and this is anything but that. Truthfully, every day hurts the same. I mean, it doesn't get any better. I know that there are many people out there that are still helping to share his flyer and whatnot. We continue to ask people to do that. We continue to ask people to just stay aware, keep aware of your surroundings, that type of thing. But as far as different, it's the same. It's the same pain. It's the same absence.
How has time changed the way that you cope with this loss right now?
Like I said, it doesn't really get easier for me, but I do have a lot of family, a lot of friends that are, I don't know how to.
So listen to her tone and the way she speaks, and in my opinion, she doesn't sound very emotional at all. She's not even staring straight at the lady that's talking to her.
Supportive seems like not the accurate description, but that are with us through this, you know, that care about Sebastian as well. And you know, unfortunately, we do still have to get up and we do still have to go day by day. But every day is praying, is hoping, is searching, is asking anyone that we meet, you know, to share his flyer, to know about him, and hopefully find Sebastian.
Describe what it's like to live with so much uncertainty, trying to figure out where he is, if he's okay.
Awful. It's horrible, honestly. I don't have a way.
So, see how the lady asks her, how does it feel? And then she smirks and kind of laughs. That doesn't sound like a grieving mother who wants her son back home, in my opinion.
Of knowing if he is okay, of knowing if Sebastian is safe, of if he's being cared for, and where he is, and it's something that I don't think that I will ever be okay or be used to until we get answers, until we find him, because that, the best way I can describe it is a gaping hole in my heart and in my home and in my family.
In your mama's heart, do you see him coming home? He's okay, he's alive, he's returning?
I do. And that honestly keeps me going every day. The thought of knowing that my son is out there somewhere and that none of us are going to stop searching until
Somewhere. But yet she keeps on looking up, like she's looking up at heaven, in my opinion. So somehow somehow she knows, in my opinion, she knows something. Either her and CP did something to Sebastian, or they brought him somewhere and they won't say, in my opinion.
we find him and bring him home. But the thing that really and truly keeps me going every day is knowing that one day we are going to find Sebastian and we're going to bring him home one way or another.
What's your level of hope right now?
Oh yes, fake tears.
Truthfully, it's
Okay.
hard to keep hopeful when it's been so long without
Good
answers. But like I said, I won't let that hope go. I refuse to let that hope go, and I refuse to,
in my opinion,
stop
Same.
believing that he is out there and that he is going to come home. And I just pray to God that he is looking over him and that he's keeping him safe until we can find him.
Let's remind our viewers, remind folks about Sebastian, about who he really is, not just this case, but about him.
Oh, Sebastian is 15 when he went missing, 17 now. But he has just this beautiful smile. I mean, he's just.
Do you see how she looks down while she's talking and kind of giggling and laughing while she's talking? Is she putting on an act just to just for her to get people to think that she's upset? I don't know. In my opinion, I think yes.
He's got a big grin, and he's got a goofy sense of humor, and he loves being helpful, and he enjoys playing video games and building things. I think one of the most recent things we did was that crane that I had shown a while back, but we loved making those little projects, like the Lowe's and Home Depot projects and building, and he would always get so excited swinging the hammer, or even so far as building a deck with his stepdad, and being just so proud of himself for those little accomplishments and making something. Typical teenager, though. I mean, he had his days where he was just grumpy and leave me alone and being in his room. But for the most part, he wanted to be a social butterfly. Sometimes he'd struggle making friends with like person.
Oh, but he wanted to be a social butterfly. But when he was with you at Texas Roadhouse, in my opinion, he didn't seem so social. He didn't seem like a social butterfly to me. Good words, though, KP. Good words. Yeah, not. In my opinion, and allegedly, considering with the CPS calls, with how many CPS calls, it sounds like he did not want to live with you, and that's how come he wanted to move with his dad, Seth. The summer before he went missing.
Personal space and things like that. But overall, he is just usually a very happy young man, and he loves animals. Cats particularly are his favorite animal in the world. Green is his favorite color, and he loved getting out and doing things with us, going bowling and going out. We used to go hiking a lot, and we'd hike to like when we lived in California, there were waterfalls and whatnot that we used to go hiking to, and he would get so excited at the end. Just we'd make little videos showing how far we'd come and whatnot, but just a good kid overall.
What do you miss most about not having him around?
Oh God, everything. I miss his smile. I miss telling him to get up in the morning for school and him going.
Okay, so everything. So you miss a smile. So, in my opinion, and allegedly, he probably did not want to smile around his mom because of the way he got treated before he disappeared, in my opinion, and allegedly.
Mom. I miss him making his little jokes. I miss watching him run around with the dogs. I miss all of it, the good, the bad. I miss everything about my son.
What would you say to him if he were to walk through that door?
I would tell him that we love you. I would tell him that we miss you so very much. I would tell him to stay strong. I would tell him to hang in there, and that if he ever had the opportunity to reach out and get a safe adult and, call 911 if you have to, that we're looking and we're never going to stop looking, and that I pray.
So what you mean by safe adult, KP? And this is my question. Does that mean you're saying you were not safe for him? And CP? Just wondering. I have questions.
That he's okay, and that everyone at home loves you, Sebastian, and everyone wants you to come home, and we're here.
How long will you keep searching?
Until my last breath. I'll never stop. I'll never stop searching for him.
I feel like as a parent, a lot of times we have these other, intuitions, just different thoughts and feelings about what's going on. Do you have anything in your innermost thoughts that you think happened to him?
Truthfully, I think that there are different options based off of what we know and what we don't know. More particularly, what we don't know is what makes it more difficult to do that. But all I can say is that I feel like he is out there, and that is my main hope, that him being out there means that he's alive and that he can come home when we find him.
I want to talk a little bit about the latest with the investigation.
About that. So, she saying if he's out there, So, does that mean that she knows that she's out there, in my opinion? Or if, she's saying if. In my opinion, she does know something. Allegedly. And in my opinion. Let's keep on listening.
So, have there been any tips at all that have given you hope over this last year?
There's been several times where I've gotten my hopes up, but I know that law enforcement is still working on Sebastian's case. I know that they are still taking any tips or leads that anyone can call in. But unfortunately, been significant enough to help us find Sebastian yet. So my plea would be that if anyone knows or sees something, to please call it in. And call it into legitimate law enforcement, the TBI find, the sheriff's office, but don't wait, because I know that some people they would wait, and you can't follow up on something that you don't know you need to follow up on. So that's my ask of anyone and everyone is call it in, but right away.
Here we are 2 years later, and still nothing. So, as his mom, how does that make you feel?
Broken. No one should be living this life. No one. And I know that there are other moms that are going through this with so many missing children. And since Sebastian's gone missing, I've become aware of so many of them. And it made me realize how much people just overlook these kinds of situations. You know, you see Sebastian or any of the missing kids, and it's only a fleeting thought. And going through my son missing has really opened my eyes and really made me aware of how oblivious we can be. And so it's really made me try to get more people out there to do more than just glance at the flyer, but to actually take 10 seconds to actually look and to actually pay attention, and just to, when you're out and you're walking, just take
I don't know if it's
half an
StreamYard,
hour
everyone,
to
that's making this
have
video,
that awareness
or
of
if
who you're seeing, because any one of these children, including Sebastian, I mean, you could walk by him. And my prayer is that if that happens, that you recognize him, and that you know, and that call will come in so that we can find him and all the missing kids.
What was the last update that you received from investigators?
Unfortunately, the updates that we receive are about the same as the public, that they do still get tips and that they do follow up on them. But unfortunately, there's nothing significant to report at this point that we know of. I mean, I know that we don't know everything, but my prayer is that if something significant comes in, that we would know right away.
Now, we know the FBI is offering this $50,000 or up to $50,000 for information now leading to Sebastian's whereabouts. So, do you feel that more needs to be offered, or something else needs to be done for someone to come forward?
I would hope that it wouldn't take money for someone to come forward in something like this. I'm grateful for the FBI offering that $50,000 reward. I would give anything to have Sebastian home. And unfortunately, I think $50,000 should have been, if someone knew something, should have been a very big incentive. But I mean, put $1 million up. I know that his Amber Alert is still active as well. But I would like to think that there are people out there with God in their hearts that wouldn't need an incentive to return my son home. But if there were, if you need something, ask. Just send him home.
If someone is out there watching and they know something, they've just chosen to remain silent, or maybe they've made a discovery, what do you want to say to them right now?
Turn it in, call it in, give my son.
In my opinion, the lady is sitting in front of the person that knows everything. Just my opinion. And allegedly.
The opportunity to come home to his family and to his life and his future. And if there's anything holding you back, don't let it, because Sebastian is he's a person, and he is a son and a friend and a grandson and a nephew and a cousin, and he deserves to be home. So if there's any reason that someone wouldn't allow that to happen, I can't think of a reason why someone wouldn't do that. So if you know something, say something.
Do you think someone knows something and they're not saying it?
I pray that if someone knows something, that they will call it in. And I don't know if anyone knows something, but if they do, I would plead to please turn it in.
If Sebastian was taken, because again, we don't know exactly what's happened.
Yes,
if he was taken, if he
Jenny, that's what I'm.
what would
That's
you say?
what I'm thinking.
Give my son back. Bring him home. Why? What do you want? I would just say let him go if someone had him. I mean, I don't have any evidence that that's the case, but if it is.
Notice how KP keeps on saying if every time she speaks. If this and if that and if this happened. In my opinion, she knows everything. This is one big act from her.
Let him come home. Let him come home to his family.
What do you see as Sebastian's future?
If we bring him home, I see a period of everyone just bombarding him with love and welcoming him home. And I would like to think that once Sebastian comes home and transitions back into his life, that he can finish school, he can make friends, he can grow up. I mean, 17 is so close to being an adult, but I want to see him happy. I want to see him successful in his own way. I want to see him grow into the young man that I picture him becoming, and finding his version of happiness and success in life, whatever that is. I would support it.
He's 17 now. What are some of the biggest milestones that you've missed?
I've missed his mustache coming in. He was getting peach fuzz when he went missing, and he hated it. And one of the biggest things is he would say, Mom, I don't want this hair on my face. And I would say, well, we can teach you how to shave it off. And he's like, well, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You only have two choices. You have to let it grow or you have to cut it off. But I missed his voice finishing changing. I missed his junior prom. I missed his birthdays, you know, him becoming a young man. Everything about this age that is supposed to be celebrated, and you know, the good and the hard times, you know, and I've just missed all of it. His voice was cracking and starting to change when he went missing, and so one of my biggest fears is that I could hear him speak and not necessarily know it, although I know in my heart I would recognize my son without question. But it's just one of those things that.
But this is what I want to say. KP, the reason why you're missing all this stuff is because, in my opinion, you know exactly where Sebastian is. So just come out and tell the truth. It's 2 years and you're finally talking. After it being 2 years, you finally come out to talk. Very strange.
I should have been there for, and he should have been home for, and he should have had guidance and celebration and, you know, all those milestones.
Do you think enough is being done to find Sebastian?
I don't think it'll ever be enough until we bring him home. I don't think that there are enough people that know about him. And my goal is to increase that awareness as much as possible. I mean, like I said before, I know that law enforcement is working so hard on this case, and I just, if I had my way, I'd have everyone in the world looking for him, and then I'd like to think he wouldn't be missing. And so, the only thing that I know to do is to keep pushing awareness and keep pushing people to know about him, and the more people that know, more people that might have an idea of somewhere that we could look, or something that maybe we didn't see, or anything, you know, the more eyes the better. The more awareness can only help. And so not just locally but everywhere. And so that's why I really truly push everyone that I meet, and everyone, especially if we go somewhere new or somewhere different, is to, I take the flyer, I take the bracelets, and I tell people about it, you know, and then I ask anyone that's willing to pull his Amber Alert flyer or the official TBI flyer, and to just share it in any way. I ask people to post it in stores, in restaurants. I ask people on if they have a social media to share it, because one person shares it and then 50 people share it and then 50 more. And that's all I know to do at this point.
Keep the hope alive and keep the word out there.
Yes.
Keep it going.
Keep his face and his name, and anything that we can to encourage people to be aware and help him find.
This is your opportunity to address any of these people, two different scenarios, because I know you were telling me earlier that there are lots of threats that come to you guys. Is there anything you want to say?
I would say that threats, lies, or misinformation is not helpful. I don't think that it does any good to help find Sebastian. And I would ask that people take a step back and consider that not everything you may hear is accurate or healthy. And I would ask that people look to legitimate sources for your information about the case and updates and whatnot. And I know that there's not much coming out because there's not much to come out. And I know that that doesn't necessarily keep people intrigued per se. But I would encourage that people look for legitimate information. And I know not only with my son, but many of these cases, it's like a telephone game. And I've even seen articles that are from legitimate sources that information even gets missed or misconstrued and is not always accurate. For example, like Sebastian's age when he went missing, I've seen places where that's inaccurate, and I know that it doesn't seem significant, but like I said, like the telephone game, and one person hears one thing and says it to another person, and then by the time 10 or 12 people down the line, it's not even anywhere close to the truth. And so I would say that if you have anything that you're concerned with, if you have questions, to seek answers from legitimate sources. And I would say that Sebastian deserves better than nonsense. Sebastian deserves to have his face, his name, and his truth out there. And so, like I said, I would encourage everyone to help share his face, share his name, and no matter what your feelings or your thoughts are, that I still am grateful for any awareness that can be spread.
Tell me more about the bottom line, your message to the viewers that'll be watching this story, and they'll see some of this streaming online with this interview. What do you want to leave them with? What do you want to say to them?
Sebastian matters. Sebastian is the most important thing about Sebastian's case, and that I don't want Sebastian to get lost in news stories, because every day other things are coming out, and I know that it may not be everyone's top priority, but it's mine. It's Sebastian's family. And I would ask and pray that he not be forgotten, and that everyone just if you once a month share his flyer, just to help me help us keep his name and his face out there, because it's so easy to let it go to the back of your mind because you're going on about your lives. And I understand that life goes on, but for us, for Sebastian, we're in this limbo. And
so KP, with you saying all of that, don't you think you should take your own advice, and instead of being quiet for the last 2 years, maybe you should have been out searching and putting up flyers and everything, and not getting your nails done, in my opinion. And not parking in handicap spots with a handicap sign that's not yours, in my opinion. Just asking. And just saying.
so I would ask, I would beg really that at any point, if you have it in your heart, to just share his flyer at a minimum, and we are eternally grateful for that.
And I need to bring this up, and this is an opportunity to also respond to people, because there are always people who are going to point the finger back at the people closest to them. That always happens. What do you say to them?
I would say that we love Sebastian.
You would say what, KP? It doesn't. Jenny. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Emergency mustache. Say what, KP? Saying this and then pausing in the middle of your sentence while being spoken to is doesn't say anything. But please go on.
Sebastian. We care about Sebastian. I love Sebastian.
Enlighten all of us.
And that I am doing everything I can to bring him home and to find him. And
thank you, Daisy.
Vigilante justice doesn't help. Threats don't help. And that Sebastian,
I know,
deserves to come home in a world where he doesn't see some of the ugliness that's going on. Because when he comes home, he will
I
see
have
that
something to say about the ugliness. In my opinion, your ugliness? Just asking. I mean, so far, the ugliness has been shown for the last 2 years. Well, not shown because we haven't heard from you ever since this year on this topic.
too. And I would ask that people take that into consideration, that he doesn't deserve any of it either.
And you and your husband had nothing to do
No,
with his disappearance.
no, we did not.
How bad does that hurt when people start accusing you?
It hurts. It hurts a lot. Almost as painful as waking up and finding my
poor
son missing is
baby,
that
it
people
hurt.
would consider
In my opinion,
that I would
because
do
it's
anything to find my
true.
son. And I mean, anyone that knows us, that knows us, knows that Sebastian
Right?
is loved and that we would never do anything to hurt Sebastian.
That smile.
I see a sweet smile on your shirt.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a,
In my
of course, a
opinion,
shot
that
of that
smile
shirt, but I
says
do want to
a
say
lot
thank you
as well.
for sharing your heart.
In my opinion.
Thank you. Thank you for helping and being a part of sharing the awareness for Sebastian. Thank you for keeping his name alive.
So happy to do it.
Thank you.
Don't wait for the next power outage. Premier has Generac generators in stock now. Keep your home powered to keep your family safe.
No, I don't want the commercial. Thanks, though. Jenny. So, you guys, what do you think of the videos I showed? In my opinion, well, let's just say I think KP and I think KP and CP have put on a very dramatic act the last 2 years. Jacob, where are you? Oh, there you are. Yeah, so that whole video was an act. Her tears were fake. KP's tears were fake. Oh, poor me. I'm the victim. No, you ain't. You ain't the victim. In my opinion, KP is as guilty as dog shit on the bottom of my shoe. Just saying. Allegedly, and in my opinion. But yes, definitely go back and watch the replay. Before we head out of here, I want to just 1 minute. So, I'm going to share my outro video. Before we're done. And then I'm going to end it after my outro video. So, here's my outro video.
Born where the winter paints the streets in white. Small town mornings, porch light at night. Mama's coffee in my father's hands built her dreams on frozen land. Hockey skates on a cracked old pond. Radio playing soft and strong. Grandpa's stories by the firelight glow taught me more than school could know. We didn't have much, but we had love, wide open skies and stars above. Every lesson carved in me like our names in a maple tree. I'm a son of the north where the cold winds blow, raised on kindness and the falling snow. From the Rockies high to the ocean blue, every road I walk leads back to you. Oh, Canada, you made me who I am, with my family's faith and a steady hand. No matter where this life may go, my heart beats strong in the great white snow. Summer nights by the lake so clear, cousins laughing, no room for fear. Bonfires crackle, sparks in the sky, dreaming big as the geese flew by. Mama said, son, stand tall and proud, even when the world gets loud. Dad would say, be brave, be true, and carry her home inside of you. Through every storm and every mile, I see my mother's gentle smile. I hear my father's steady voice reminding me of every choice. I'm a son of the north where the cold winds blow, raised on kindness and the falling snow. From the prairies wide to the city lights, I was shaped by those long winter nights. Oh, Canada, you made me who I am, with my family's love and a guiding hand. No matter where this life may go, my heart beats strong in the great white snow. And when I stumble, when I fall, I hear them cheering through it all. Their voices echo in my soul like church bells softly tolled. Every sacrifice they made is a strength that never fades. I'm a son of the north, forever proud, carrying hope like a northern cloud. Through every triumph, every scar, I remember exactly who we are. Oh, Canada, I'll always stand with my family's love and this rugged land. No matter how far from home I roam, the maple leaf will lead me home.
Well, that was my outro video. I'm going to do some editing. Yeah, my heart was breaking for Lolly too. I'm going to do some more editing on my outro video and my intro video to make it more outstanding. But I think so far I picked good music for my intro and outro video. But thank you everyone for coming to my stream. And I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. And until next time, peace. Have a good night, everyone.